Clickety check. Oh, there he is.
Hey, what's up?
I like what you did with the background there.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, welcome to Sit Ain't Easy Pod Show, everybody. This is Seamus O'Dunn, hilarious comedian. I just want to shoot the shit with him.
Hey, are you getting any feedback on your side?
No, are you?
No, I'm not.
Good. How you
How's it
been,
going,
brother?
man? I've been great.
Good. Right on. Dude, I kind of want to jump right into Kill Tony now.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you
Hey,
get called on the second one?
you peeped me on there, huh?
Yeah, Seamus, that was cool. I'm gonna try to throw that in
the
here.
first ever Kill Tony in an arena. This is unbelievable.
There was no way I was missing Kill Tony.
Oh, my shitty angle. All right. So yeah, how was that, man? That looked like fun, except not getting called. Or did you get called the second day?
No, I didn't.
Dang.
It was a really cool experience. So it was good to be out there. Austin was really cool.
Heck,
So
yeah, is it your first time?
being in Austin, yeah, that was my first time.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
How about Kill Tony? Did you ever go out to Cali when they were doing it?
No, that was my first time trying to get on there too.
That's cool, man.
Kind of a Hail Mary thing. It didn't really pan out. Like a lot of the bucket pulls weren't that great over the two nights. I don't know if you noticed that. Like the first girl that got up, she wasn't even a comic. I think
Dude, what I said. Go ahead.
I think like a lot of the I think when he's doing it in these bigger arenas, I think the pool of people that are signing up are going to be a lot larger. So I think the likelihood of getting somebody who's actually a comic is probably going to be lower. You know,
that makes sense.
And it's already low probability you're going to get somebody funny on that show anyway.
Yeah, no kidding.
It happens. It's about 50-50, I think, but it's still
sure. No, I definitely noticed that. I've only caught the first day so far. I think it just released today or last night. So I was trying to watch it while I was working, but yeah,
it was really cool. They actually had a place for us to sit in the arena, which was cool. I didn't know that was going to happen when I went up there. I thought we were going to be waiting in a back room or something. So
yeah, that's cool. I guess you got more space. You don't have to go wait in a different bar or back room.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, when I was like, I spy a Seamus. Wait a little bit. I was going to say, take a screenshot of that first comic. It'd be like, I spy a black female version of me.
Yeah, because she wasn't funny. Yeah.
Oh, man. It just choked right up and forgot everything.
Yeah.
I can relate to that far too well, but I just got to get in there more and just life is happening the way it is. And
the show was a lot. It was a lot. I think it was a lot better in person. It was very good in person. Like I don't know that the like the feel of the arena really translates to the.
No, I guarantee it doesn't for sure.
Yeah, so
that's just like I've been to maybe one professional stand-up special. Kevin Hart, he went to like Tampa or something. A couple friends bought me and the wifey tickets before we had kids. Other than that, I don't think I've ever been to one, but I was so stoked, excited, screaming like a little bitch.
Yeah.
My buddy that bought the tickets came with us. I'm trying to convert him into comedy now, and I think he's coming around, but he wasn't really big into stand-up, and he's just looking at us like, what the fuck are these friends of mine? Oh, well, I think he had fun. We had a good time.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I was also kind of curious. I might come back to Kill Tony. You know me, scatterbrained as hell. But your tours, the tour dates you put up, sometimes you're literally like just throwing it out there and then doing. Yeah,
I'm starting to get some work. Yeah, I'm starting to get some hosting gigs around Florida.
Right on.
It's working out. It's I'm finding that my shtick on stage doesn't translate all that well to hosting. So I've been having some rough sets, but I'm starting to figure it out.
Yeah, I thought you did great with the roast battle. That was something else to get into. That was fun, dude.
Yeah.
Have you put on another one since, or
no, we haven't.
Thinking about it, or
yeah, I'd like to. I've been kind of I've had a lot going on, so
I get
it. Trying to make my bed, if you will.
Sure.
In order. Yeah.
There you go. Me too, dog. I don't think it ever ends, unfortunately. But we got to get a little.
You still got your Christmas tree up, I see.
Yep. I got the balls off,
too.
but that's as far as I got.
Yeah. Nice unicorn. Oh, you got a train too.
Yeah. We got a little
Christmas train.
Walmart battery operated train.
I like trains.
Me too, man. I always wanted one of the little I don't know if they're gas powered or just electronic tracks and everything, but like the professional ones nowadays,
Yeah.
people freaking
Yeah.
sell little cars on there for
Pretty
hundreds of
pretty sure
dollars.
they're not gas powered.
No, yeah, true.
That'd be
Inside that
funny to
doesn't
have
make sense.
yeah gas powered train in
Yeah,
your house.
we
Yeah.
got the generator out. I don't know why we're still dying up in this
Yeah.
house. Yeah, that was dumb. Anyways. Oh man, what else did we have? Oh yeah, what roast battle. Roast battle. It's been so long now. I meant to interview you sooner, of course. But man, me and Johnny Almanza just really fell flat, huh? They didn't like either one of our
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we're all kind of beginner comics doing
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Besides a couple, and then so yeah, so it was. I think it was a good dry run for
Right, for
future.
sure.
You know,
Yeah, I had a blast.
and I think I'll get somebody to do sound. I'm not going to be doing sound while I'm hosting.
That
From my
was
phone.
tricky.
That was
Yeah, no
that was
kidding.
strange.
That was tricky. Your little red band.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can get someone to do sound for like $50. It's not a big deal. So
oh really? Where you
I
looking
think
to
so.
like find
Just
these?
just friends. Just
Oh,
people
okay.
I know.
Right.
It's not hard. You just like have them push a button. Like
Right.
I pre-edited songs for everybody for coming up.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I forgot which song you had on me.
I had we all live in a yellow submarine.
Oh, nice.
The Beatles. Yeah,
Yeah, the Beatles.
Because you're a little strange, you know.
Yeah. You introduced me as the weirdest comic in Southwest Florida.
Yeah, yes.
Dude, I'll take it. Whatever.
Saying something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a comic in Southwest Florida. That does it for me. Shit. Oh man, trying to find the note where I had our pod episode notes.
I wouldn't have brought you up like that if it was an actual show. By the way,
I don't give a fuck, dude. You do whatever you want for real. I trust you, I guess, in a way so far. Intro to Seamus. Oh yeah, here's the great Seamus O'Fun. That cheesy shit. Hosted a roast battle. A hilarious Seamus O'Dunn with his trim jokes and sneaky punchlines. Seamus, you were supposed to. That was a later roast joke. I'm gonna say that. This is all new to me. I'm very amateur, beginner at this podcast nonsense. It just felt like just talking into a space where somebody could potentially be listening is kind of good practice for me because like all the nerves that wreck me on stage.
Yeah, I think
the
podcasting is great. This is great for developing your verbal capabilities.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep practice talking. It's crazy, but a segment of the show. I feel like a lot of podcasts, get on with each other and to just boosting each other up, which is great, of course. I wanted to like name a segment "Ego Strokes."
Ego strokes. You gonna get on my dick?
Give each other good feedback, or it doesn't have to be good or roast. I don't know.
Go ahead and hop on my dick.
Working on some stuff. Subbed in. Let's see. Okay, so you were subbed in at the roast battle because Tim Mayetta was supposed to roast somebody else. I can't remember who he was up against at first.
Yeah, I think it was Aiden. Aiden couldn't.
That's right. Okay, yeah, Aiden.
Yeah, we had a few and like you were Johnny was supposed to roast McLean as well. He's supposed to battle against
McLean. That was somebody I wanted to ask about lately.
Went to Europe, so
no shit.
Yeah,
just living there or just visiting or
no? He went there with his parents.
Oh wow!
And then he came back later. So
I didn't know his backstory.
It was like a vacation,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks. I needed the mansplaining on that one.
That's all right.
Oh man, McLean. So he's still around then?
Or yeah. He's around.
Okay.
Still hitting it.
Cool.
You can see him every Tuesday at Ollie's until they close.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's news to me. I didn't know Ollie's was closing.
I think Sean's done.
Really? I thought things were starting to really kind of heat up over there.
I mean, things come in waves. I don't think. I think it seemed like he was kind of done with the constant stress and trying to keep it going. And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's not easy. Restaurant business.
No end in sight. Every day, same thing, same.
Struggles, not really getting anywhere. We can all.
Well, I think I don't know. I mean, there's still time. He might change his mind, but maybe not.
Yeah. Damn.
There might be somebody who steps in and takes it over. Who knows?
Oh, there you go. You know how long he's been there?
I think since 2019 or 2020. So he started right before the pandemic. So that was a tough.
Okay, that does kind of sound familiar. Yeah. Well,
I'm not
people out
entirely
there,
sure of the date, but I think it's something like that.
Go check out Ollie's Pub in Cape Coral, Florida, and give the man some love.
Yeah, no, he's great. It's a great place.
Listening.
It's a great place.
Right?
I don't think the meaning of the place to the community is lost on him either. I think he's probably ready to move on. You know.
Yeah. Any word of what he might move on to?
No, I don't know.
Not that you know.
No idea.
Yeah. Do you know if he's a musician or he just likes the open mics and shit?
I don't know. I know he's definitely a music.
It's not a podcast
lover.
about Sean, I guess.
Yeah, so we can call him, have him on.
I thought you were getting on my dick, Craig. Whatever.
Yeah, it was. My dick's mighty dry right now, Craig.
Lube it up for you. Oh man. So I was like, yeah, ego strokes for Seamus O'Dunn, was he subbed in for a no-show at the roast battle, inevitably crushing his rather newbie opponent. Although Tim seems to be doing pretty good for himself. Yeah, I already got to that other part there.
Yeah, no, Tim's a great writer.
Yeah, I like it. A lot of punchlines, quick.
Tim Maeda, yeah,
quick stuff. Yeah, shout out to Tim Maeda, Tomato Man. What was that? Did you ever watch that cartoon back in the day?
Tomato Man.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
That's an old cult horror movie, isn't it?
I think it was a TV series. It could have been a movie before that or after that, but it was like a cartoon. It's almost like the A-Team running around killing like zombie tomatoes or something.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't know it was a cartoon. I've never seen it.
I think it was. Oh,
I heard about it.
Maybe, yeah. Oh man. Two dudes, yeah. Oh, so I don't know if you got any questions for me, man, or you got any thoughts or anything like that.
Yeah,
feel free.
What's your deal, dude? I'm just kidding. No,
what's trying to figure that out my whole life, bro.
Yeah, how's life been? I mean, you got a new kid.
Yeah, new baby girl, Poppy Grace.
Her name's Poppy.
I don't know. Yeah, Poppy, first name, Grace, middle name. Cool. The Poppy came out as a nickname at first because my wife has a little app that shows you how big the embryo is as it's growing. At one point, it was a poppy seed, so the kids were like, "That's a cute nickname," and they were calling her Poppy the whole time.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, my grandfather, he loved heroin." So
yeah. Shit, he was a fighter pilot, so who knows? He could have been guarding some poppy fields. Yeah, no, but life's good, man.
Yeah,
I would really like to get into. Yeah, it's just early days for work.
What were you gonna say?
The life's been great. I wish I could throw the towel in on all this 9 to 5 stuff and hit comedy full time. Like, reach out for more podcast interviews. Reach out, of course, do more open mics. It's just my wife. She's, God bless her, dude. She's just getting hit hard. Like the baby's not sleeping all night. She's nursing.
Right, and you got 3 other kids, right? That's your 4th kid.
No, this will be the 3rd kid.
Third one? Well, still.
Or this is the 3rd. Yeah, it's a lot. So hitting up open mics at night is just not conducive if I want to continue to be part of this family, basically. So, God damn.
Yeah.
But no, she's so adorable. I think now, I don't know, just personal growth and stuff. I can take this in so much better than the first 2 kids. I love the first 2 kids and everything. It was a natural thing where I was like afraid of it all and just like, oh God, I'm going to hurt this baby or drop it. I don't want to take it back. I'll do what I have to do. But now this one, I can't get enough of her. Yeah. This one, I can't get enough of her. She's a freaking sweetheart. Just big doughy eyes looking up at you. Oh,
you have all girls or?
One boy.
One boy.
I got 2 girls, 1 boy.
See the oldest or the middle?
Middle. He gets my lucky position. That was a
middle
child. Nobody likes the position they were in as kids. Did you have brothers and sisters?
Not really. I'm an only child. I had 2 stepsisters that were much older than me. But
nice. I had a step brother, 2 step nephews, where one of them was actually older than my youngest sister.
Oh yeah.
So she was their aunt, but she was older.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Fun.
Oh boy. Yep. Half brother. no, half actually that sister is my half sister, but then I do have another step brother. Yeah, I get it. Broken families, good times.
Yeah.
Shaping the greatest comedians in the future.
You still writing, or you do
I'm trying, man. Like if I just something hits my head, like I just stop, put it in the phone, put it in a notebook, whatever's closest. But then everything's scattered even further, and I'm like, how do I organize this?
What do you use for notes?
How do you mean?
Like where do you put your notes? Do you have do you have Evernote, or do you have
I got just the notes app that came with the iPhone. I've been using that a lot.
Okay.
I did download some other note like stand up bit writing type app, and I just never freaking looked into it and got into it. How about you? You got anything new? Any new advice?
Advice? I don't know.
I mean, you gave me a bunch early on, and I greatly appreciate that. And do continue to reference back to that stuff.
I think that you've definitely got something. I think, and like if you
like the dedication and freaking discipline that I'm lacking, man.
Well, no, it's like when you get ADHD, it's not. I don't think it's not. It's a lack. It's a you don't always have like constructs that already exist in your head to organize and to
not at all.
I think most people when they're growing up they pick up on these different like frameworks and stuff for getting things done and for keeping things organized. So it doesn't become like a matter of exerting willpower to do those things. And I think people with ADHD, they either miss that or they're just clinically impaired with the concentration. So it just, you never pick up on that. You never really develop those structures.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. It hits deep. I feel that. It's frustrating, but don't want to be a little bitch about it. Just got to keep trying. And I feel like even though I'm all scatterbrained and stuff, it's like just putting in the effort to try to do it, whether or not you're getting in the right amount of writing or getting in the right amount of open mics, every little bit like counts and helps. And I don't know if it's with ADHD minds or what, but it's like eventually all these ideas and whatever that you're trying to work on just float into the right position, and then something clicks, and then you got something new. But
there's
that could be with everybody, but that's my
you
interpretation.
You have those moments of consolidation. It's
right. Like, that's a good word for it.
That happens with math and stuff too. Like you can feel like you're struggling and not getting anything forever, and then things just kind of fall into place.
Yeah. Just getting in those 10,000 hours.
Yeah. And you gotta kind of realize what you're working with and be okay with the fact that things are going to be kind of fucked up and weird most of the time. And you just got to keep trying. Like you don't stop trying.
Right.
With the ADHD thing.
Yeah.
Because like you'll make a plan where you're like, oh, I've never been able to consistently do anything, but I'm going to do it this time, and then you don't, and then you're like, oh fuck. But you just keep trying.
Yeah. Shame can weigh heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one thing else too with the whole roast battle. I feel like I was hitting harder from the audience, like some of the random blurt outs, or I don't know if you call it heckling or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, what? And then I was like, am I doing that too much? Like, does anybody get pissed off at that? Just random.
I don't understand what you mean.
No problem. So let's see. One example. I don't even remember what she was saying. It was, I think the girl, it was her first time. Let's see. She might have been LGBTQ, whatever, curly hair, might have been mixed. She did an open mic after the roast, I think.
Yeah.
And just random stuff. She said something about how she was all wet or something. And then there was a pause. And I was like, say more. And the whole crowd just got to pop out of the crowd. Or something else. I think I finished one of Rab.
Yeah.
Rab. I think I finished one of his lines where he was trying to work on some shit and went up. It was like the Special Olympics or something. I don't know if it was a money scale, some kind of scale he was talking about. And I was like, that was a big spectrum. And we got a good laugh. And Rob was like, yeah, what he said or whatever. That's what I try to bring to the stage is like initially is that kind of riff thing. And it only would work, 10% of the time, but I don't know. I'm trying to work work with that or figure out what that
you're
is compared to putting a set together. It's probably just
it sounds like what you're saying is that you did a couple of things that worked during the roast, and that you want to keep doing that. Is that what you're saying?
Well, shit. I don't think it was actually during the roast. It was
it was during the open mic.
Yeah,
the open mic after the roast.
Yeah, just like I felt like I was getting louder laughs from the shit I'd blurt out than what I was doing on stage.
Well, yeah, well, that's. I mean, that's like a lot of times that's real. That's in the moment. You're often present for that. That's where a lot of laughter comes from.
Right. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that.
But it sounded like there was something that you thought worked, and you want to like figure out how to keep doing that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in a way, sure. Like how would you hone in on that, or how would you sharpen that skill if you could? I guess the only way is more repetition, just putting yourself in a situation more often.
Yeah. A big thing. I've noticed this with you, and I think it's consistent with people with ADHD. Like there's there's you're often going to be making like connections that other people don't necessarily see. I'm not saying those connections are meaningful. Like it's not like, but a lot of times,
for some reason, your fucked up brain can connect.
It's like there's like one or two jumps. Like you should make sure your jokes are like one jump, not like two or three. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something that people can relate to.
Yeah. See, I think I have a. Oh, go ahead. Finish that.
Well, there's also this thing too, like something I've struggled with is like telling the difference between something that's going to be funny and something that's just like an interesting idea, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can
like
clearly decipher between the two yet.
It's sometimes an interesting idea is just absurd enough that that it's funny because people are like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Like, but
yeah.
You know,
that's what I like to do though, is those weird connections that happen in my head. I like to breadcrumb the audience to getting there, you know what I mean? Or I would like to, not that I've done it yet. That's something I would like to be able to do, is to kind of like have the crowd like this new connection in their heads all at once. Like, whoa, you know?
Right. A big thing is cutting away all the fat and like seeing like what's like the only thing that's necessary to set the scene.
Yeah.
Like the minimum words necessary.
Yeah, no, that's been some of the best advice you've given me, and I'm sure. I mean, definitely everybody knows that gets into comedy. I was so green. I'd never really studied comedy per se. It was just, natural laughs with your groups and whatever made me think I could do it. So now once I got into it and you opened up that door for me or whatever, showing me more structure and all that, I was like, whoa, I've got work to do. Like, I had no idea. I thought it was just gonna be like a natural ability and it would just kind of come together as you did it.
Well, you can do it that way too. I think the character that you have on stage, I think it's unique enough, and I've seen, and you've hit with it a few times, and it's like well, I think that if you were able to, if you were in a place where you could go on stage like 3 or 4 times a night, I think you could get that.
Exactly.
But like we don't live in a place like that. You either need to move to a place like that, or you have to find a different way to progress.
So I was going to ask my last question, but I'll ask it now. So when are you moving to Austin?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'd like
to. Yeah, I'd like to move. I'd like to move somewhere that has more stage time.
Sure. You want a little snow though?
It's interesting
like
though.
A little snow. Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know. I've never lived around snow.
Oh, okay.
I think that what's interesting about here though, like the stage time you do have, you can go up like at open mics. They give you like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's like 10 to 15 minutes, which like it's good. It's cool to have that ability to do longer sets, but it's still like you're not really getting in front of real audiences. I think there's like one or two where you're actually doing in front of like a real audience. And if you want to travel, there's mics around, but it's not like in Southwest Florida. This is what we're talking about. There's not a whole lot, but the longer sets is cool. I do appreciate being able to do that.
Yeah, right.
Even though it's usually for drunken boomers, but
oh man, they're hard to please.
Well, you just got to be racist, and then they'll.
I was gonna say, I feel like
laugh.
a lot of my jokes are a little more safe with that crowd.
Don't make fun of your mother and be racist.
Don't make fun of your mother. I like that one. Oh my god. Oh, I had another question in there somewhere.
But I think things like writing more. Even like I haven't done this in a long time, but I want to start doing it again. But doing a podcast or just speaking into a mic, even when you're by yourself, or like just improvising for 30 minutes to an hour a day, where you're actually standing with like a mic stand, I think is that was very helpful for me in the beginning, especially when I couldn't stand and speak without getting out of breath.
Oh gosh.
So I think all of that stuff can I don't think it's a replacement for stage time, but you can develop develop with that, and then
kind of like it's gonna make me a douchebag, but it's kind of like Joe Rogan and drilling with the jiu-jitsu versus actually sparring in jiu-jitsu or something. It's like it's beneficial, but it just helps you in different ways. But
it's not
the same goal.
It's not this. Yeah, it's not the same as. But you can get more comfortable speaking like that. That will help develop like verbal agility and ability, I think. And writing more, just it kind of opens up that creative part of your brain.
Yes, for sure. I got a fun theory about that.
What's that?
Concerning like the muse. You ever think about that?
You ever read The War of Art?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I recommended it to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Audio. I don't read much, but audio I listen to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's good shit, dude.
You don't read much.
That's good shit. What was the thought right before War of Art? What was the thought right before War of Art?
We were talking about how to get better without stage time.
Right. Let's go back to the notes. You got anything to do, man? Don't let me hold you up.
Also, watching like old comedians and then taking their jokes that helps a lot too. Like stealing,
just practicing their jokes.
No, you just like you take what they did and then you go on stage and do their jokes. That's
okay. Just for practice, kind of.
I'm joking. Don't do that.
Just for the open mic.
Well, I
just to try to get used to
it would
delivery and.
I think that would have been good for you in the beginning, yeah. But
right,
you got to be in a safe place to do that. You can't just there's 7 words you can't stay on television. Yes. What's going on with that unicorn back there?
That was for my daughter. She used to love unicorns. It's a light up yard ornament. We just keep it inside. It would get pretty dirty out there. Oh, you really know how to demasculate a man.
Oh, what did I do something?
Yeah, at the roast battle, went to say goodbye. I had to stand on my freaking tippy toes to just give you a hug.
Oh, because I'm tall. I was like, I don't remember.
I was like, I did it just naturally. Just give a hug, and I was like, the fuck, I'm on my tippy toes. Is anybody watching?
I was like, did I rape you in the bathroom or something?
Oh god,
I don't remember.
That was funny. Yay. How's your lady? She seemed to be supporting you that night. Was she helping you? Like,
she does that every once in a while.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, she's good. She's doing well. We're doing as well as can be expected.
In an interracial relationship, or?
Oh yeah. We're both misfits from our own people. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Together.
Hell yeah.
That's something I've found. It's like a lot of times you can find acceptance in another group if you're a misfit in your own group. Because you go around other people, they don't really know what you're supposed to be, so you can be anything.
That's a good point. I like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hold on to that. You ever been arrested?
No. I've come close a couple times.
Yeah, all right. I'm in that crew, bro. My brother and sister have both been arrested numerous times. I don't know how I stayed out of jail, dude. I was such a delinquent. It was insane.
Oh, really? You were?
Yeah, buddy.
What were you doing?
I was good up until puppy love happened in the 9th grade, I guess it was. Fuck, it broke my heart, man. I used to pedal my ass miles to get to her house,
Yeah.
bicycling, and dated my 2 best friends after that. I just clammed right up. So it was like 3.7 GPA freshman year of high school. I mean, middle school is fucked up for everybody, I think. We don't have to talk about that, but dude, I don't even know. I just totally nervous to talk to girls. I loved it, like getting into any clique, hanging out with anybody. Didn't really matter. Of course, eventually just my stoner buddies, but it was like I could kind of weave in and out, but I was never really efficient.
You said stoner buddies?
Yeah.
I thought you said stutter buddies. I was like, that's hilarious. Yeah.
You can have it, I guess. You came
a
up
bunch
with
of
stutter
kids
buddies.
with speech impediments.
Sounds like some kind of Seth MacFarlane cartoon or something. Yeah. But so yeah, just we were into any kind of parties you could find, any kind of recreational fun you could find. Didn't matter what. We were just all about that. That's why I moved to Florida. To be honest, I was in Virginia. Man, shortly after I moved, like 6 months after I moved, my best friend died. OD'd on heroin and Xanax. Shortly after that, another one of my good buddies died. I was like, God damn, everybody's dying up there in Virginia. I was just like, I think heroin just hit out of nowhere. We were all like smoking mushrooms, LSD, whatever. But once that came around, it was like it just started ruining lives left and right.
This was like pre-fentanyl, right?
Yeah, for a cut.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy because you see on the news all this fentanyl stuff, and I'm like, we used to fucking crave what's the word? Drool. We used to drool over the patches because if you got the patches, you could cut it up and share it, just whatever, put it on your tongue and blah blah blah. We weren't, I don't know, I guess whatever amounts they're putting in, or just the fact that it's cut with the complete opposite type of drug, cocaine. It's like you can't speedball like that. I don't know why it's killing so many people now, but it was back around when I was in high school. It just wasn't the cut,
What they cut cocaine with is like in Thailand they cut it with ketamine, which is
I've heard
strangest thing
this recently. I've never tried that one though.
Have you ever done ketamine before?
I've never tried that one. With the therapies now, I'm kind of interested. But
I've done the therapy, but like it's not. I don't think everybody has this experience, but it can be like a hellish kind of trip,
Yeah.
It's weird to do cocaine, like ketamine, like throws you into like a couch and you go to hell basically, and then like cocaine is like and cocaine is
you put on your cape.
Biggest stimulant. It's actually it's a good ADHD simulator. You're just stuck on the couch. You can't do anything, and you got like business ideas just running through your head all day. So
with the cut, yeah. Oh no, that's awful. It's almost like being in a coma with the friggin' ability to bat an eye or whatever, but you're wide awake. Like,
I see these ketamine commercials too for like for the
therapies,
therapy, and like it's always a lady, and she's like getting her life together. She's like, with Mind Bloom, I can finally get up, and I don't have any trouble exercising regularly and all that. And I'm thinking back to my experience. It's like it's like if I did that commercial, it'd be like I was stuck in a hell for like what felt like an eternity with presence but no agency. It really made going to the gym regularly not such a big deal. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. The hardest thing anybody's ever been through is the hardest thing anybody's ever been through.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay, listens to Joe Rogan.
Too much, I know. I have had to cut shit out sometimes with like the solo podcast because I'll reference too much. I just got into it after his 10-year anniversary though, so it was like a rush of like, oh my god, I've been missing all this information my whole life.
Right.
It's fucked up. Yeah, podcasts in general, I never got into them until that 10-year anniversary, and I had a buddy just talking them up or whatever. All right, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. I didn't like Joe Rogan in high school, man. Fear factor.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that dude is stoned. So before I became a stoner, Whatever. I grew up, it was in and out of the family members in AA, NA, shit like that, So I knew about it and I was like against it, like it's going to ruin your life like a half our family. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we see him on Fear Factor. It was like a family thing. It's another story. Live with my dad and stepmom, always watching Fear Factor. I liked the show, but I did not like Joe Rogan and his stoned ass up there. I was like, how the fuck who is this guy? Why? I didn't know he was a stand-up. I didn't know anything.
He's
Show
become
or whatever that is.
He's become a lot more likable over the last 5 to 7 years, I think.
Yeah, right. For sure.
On the podcast, he's become. Yeah, he used to be kind of a dick, I think. Not really, but
just kind of that douche vibe, kind of
up.
Yeah. I just thought it was a trip. And later on in life, like that's one of the just dislike that guy, man. How do you gain the success while being a stoner? The mindset of some goody two shoe little kid.
Yeah.
And then later on in life, he's like, this guy, he should be on the freaking round table of whatever. But oh well. Got a lot of good stuff. I appreciate everything he's inspired me about or whatever.
When I was when I when I was younger, I would always like look at like young people that were getting famous and I'd like check their age to see if I was younger, and I was like, oh cool, I still have time.
Still got time.
And then Taylor Swift started popping up and I was like, oh fuck, I'm a failure, like
yeah, right.
It's just like
it's insane. I can't believe, some of the young folks that are getting famous. I liked your one. What was it? I don't know. It was a tag or whatever. You had Theo gone wrong back there, or something at the roast battle.
Oh yeah, I called you. Is that what I called you? Theo gone wrong.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, took it more as a compliment, probably.
Well, yeah. That's. I was definitely complimenting you at a roast.
Oh,
Theo's got like stories of riding his bike all around.
Relatable to me. Yeah.
So you're both weird. So
for sure. I don't know, man. I think I hit everything I wanted to hit with you. There was more in my head. I just never wrote it down.
How many episodes are you at with this thing?
So I did 2 from the last posted episode to today. I've recorded 2 or recorded 1, started 1, and both of them I was just kind of like,
this sucks.
What am I doing? Spinning my wheels here, but kind of got over that after a bit and just do it.
You're spinning your wheels, meaning like the content you don't think is good, or because you're not posting consistently, or
both.
Okay.
That's okay though.
That's a tough thing. Like like when you're it's like with comedy. It's funny that like you have to get good. You have to be like, not everybody's this way, but like most people, they have to be really bad for a while. You know what I mean?
Right. That's I'm just trying to eat my bag of dicks.
And it's like there's different levels too. It's like at open mics, generally you get laughs by like being shocking and saying ridiculous things, and like that doesn't always work with like actual comedy crowds. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
I learned that quick.
It's like every level you're starting over almost.
Yeah. No kidding. It's a wild ride. I just hope I keep on on with it. When did you start again?
I started the end of 2021.
Okay.
So
like a year, almost exactly before me. I was December 21st of 22.
Yeah, I did a couple. I went to the workshop that they had at Ollie's once, and then I did it again at another mic that they had the next week, and then I don't think I went up again for like 8 months, and I got back into it.
Gotcha.
And then I started getting stuff consistently like in March of last year.
Oh, okay.
I was like kind of I could do 5 minutes at that point.
Right. I can't believe how hard 5 minutes is for me, but whatever, I'll get there.
You keep on trying. Something you can start out with, like just to write your first 5 minutes. You just like write a bio for yourself, and then
Richie Leese. I wanted to bring him up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
I have
what
those
you
notes
should.
still from the free little class you did or whatever.
Well, yeah, and you can just pick out. You can do this with stories too. You just pick out lines from that and use that as a setup. And
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of the jokes you'll write with that, like you won't like. You know what I mean? They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be great,
Yeah.
but like you can get to something that's good from that.
No kidding.
Like a big part of it's like developing your sense of humor too, and what's funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It gets hard. I feel like I don't know if it's a mentality that you finally find yourself in where like in your mind, it's almost like you're making anything funny. And now it's like, okay, so what do I pick? Like, what do I pick to,
well,
actually,
that's
but it's
a
not
big
all funny.
it's a big journey too um to go from like what you feel like within yourself to like aligning that with how you're actually coming across, you know.
Mm,
Say like if you look at tapes, you might feel like your performance is going a certain way or you're coming off in a particular way, but you look back at the tape and it's completely different from what you
mm.
thought, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something that's an issue I've had also.
I found it interesting. I'll think a set has gone totally wrong, and you go back and listen, and now there's laughs, and you're like, well, I
Yeah.
didn't hear any of that when I was up there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but I guess I don't know.
Well, that's another thing. Like I'll get compliments at a mic or at a show or something, and I look back at the tape, and I was like, this was horrible. Like you know, so
Mm.
I also think like being there in the moment is big.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
like,
something I'm trying to figure out.
but because like you watch a special and it's funny and you're not there, you know,
Hmm.
it's got to be like it's probably got to be like 10x what you're seeing on
No
screen.
kidding. Yeah, that's fun. I was trying to relate this to earlier topic we were on with the art of war. Can't remember what I asked you before you had mentioned the book. I don't know.
You said you had
Oh,
you said do I believe
the
in the
muse.
muse?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The muse. Okay, so what if what if the muse was just like collective consciousness? What if the universe is infinity and like there are infinite versions of you out there,
Yeah.
any kind of circumstance, any situation, and as you sit down to try to invite the muse in, what if you're just kind of pulling from that cloud and you don't know what you're getting necessarily, but it's like
Well,
because of this
I mean,
soul, if we have a soul, maybe it's kind of got a memory of all the fucking lives, if that's a thing, you know. I don't know. I think that's an interesting thought.
yeah, I think you kind of are. I mean, you can model like any kind of medium you're like working in with art.
Mm,
It's there's a space of possibilities for that particular medium.
mm.
You know, so you know it's and it's a searchable space in a large degree, like
Yeah,
comedy's
it's
that way.
weird.
And
Right, right,
so
right.
comedy is a pretty new art form compared to other art forms that are out there.
Sure.
Some other art forms have been around for thousands of years. You know, comedy's been around in its current like evolution probably maybe 100 200 years, something like
Right,
that.
right. Yeah.
So it hasn't been fully formulated into a into it hasn't been fully formulated into like a
Right, right.
language, right?
That
Uh,
to me is
so,
exciting.
but yeah, but like you see this with there's like with anything like this, you'll always hear these things like you can't. There's certain things you can't teach. There's certain things you can't do this or that, and like you can't really learn this or that when it comes to art. And like I don't think that that's true. I think that that's just something that people say when they can't formalize it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for themselves or whatever, right?
You know, I think the thing that you can't really give somebody is a desire to learn,
Mm, yeah, I like that.
because that's kind of the only thing that you need. I mean, if your desire is big enough, like everybody's got a different starting point too. I think that like comedy kind of like aligns with um some absurdities of our existence, like because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
the world that we live in is not is like is one that's kind of created by our minds and not the real world that exists.
yeah. It's kind of like that. We're all focused on the fleshy stuff.
So
If you use like a Bible term.
there's like there's there's inconsistencies there, and I think a lot of comedy comes from those inconsistencies between what is and what we think is.
Yeah.
It's also it's always hilarious to get real highfalutin about comedy also, because it's supposed to be
Right, we're like taking it so fucking serious, and that's
like,
why hey, you got to de-yoke
real
sometimes.
douchey.
Do shit your own way, bro. Figure it out for yourself.
Let's get real smug about this shit.
Yeah.
And then there's also like, it's also hacky to like talk about how it's hacky to, or how it's douchey to talk about comedy in that way. So like you can keep like going.
That's fun.
Keep the weird meta callbacks happening,
Yeah. What the fuck? I have another little look around.
But
here.
anyway, the thing I was saying was, like, when you're saying like you're pulling it out of a space, like I think that there's a set of possibilities when you're dealing with any medium, and you are kind of pulling from that,
Okay, yeah.
And the formalization, with the formalization comes like methods you can use to actually search the space. And then there's brilliant people who don't need to do that. You don't need to like methodically search the space, where because
just a more evolved soul.
I don't feel like I'm using specific enough language, but like there's something called incompleteness theorem in math, and it basically says that any kind of system of formal logic that has a language has things that are true that can't be proven to be true using that language. So
You're trying to break my brain, bro.
There's always things that are beyond the logic of a particular like language like that. So
wow.
So there's also people that are going to be able to go into that part of the space also, and the you can update the language and then search that part of the space, but like there's always like more there that can't be like specifically defined with the language that's available, basically.
That's wild. I'm about to ponder on that one.
And I might be coming at this with a limited understanding of what incompleteness theorem is, but that's what it seemed like it was to me.
I've never heard of that one. You into math then, huh?
I have a degree in math, yeah.
Do you? Oh, okay. What I think I've asked you for work. You digital designer of sorts or something?
I work in programming. Yeah.
What degree of math did you get? Not that I'll know what it is.
Well, I double majored in math and physics, and so I did pure math, which is cool. the least useful one, and then physics, which is
physics. Dude, how could I forget to ask you about the aliens then?
Yeah,
defying all these laws of physics.
barely graduated.
Yeah. You graduated though, dude.
I did.
The master's?
2.35. No, I didn't get a master's. I wish.
Okay. Well, hey, bachelor's?
Yep.
All right. You did better than me. I only got an associate's.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Physics always intrigued me, Neil deGrasse Tyson and all that. But yeah, what do you think of all this extra dimensional terrestrial stuff? Is it trying to confuse us? Trying to throw us off? The Tic Tac video?
Oh, all that. I
favor and all that. Nothing. Not really into it.
I know. I don't care. That's all I know. I mean, I like it's I always get suspicious when it's like
when they're honest.
It's so surreal. It's so surreal that something that was was a conspiracy, was conspiratorial for so long and like untrusted, and it's just like out in the open now. It's a strange thing to like we're kind of in that time where like you can't really believe anything.
Nothing.
You don't really believe anything. I mean, there's like really good AI deep fakes and
nothing. Right. Yeah, where's that going, dude? Like dudesy with this George Carlin freaking thing. Did you watch that?
I watched about 10 minutes of it. It was actually pretty good.
I watched the whole fucking thing, dude. Yeah. I was very surprised.
I don't know if I was surprised. I mean, it's like yeah, I mean, it's going to be able to do things like that more and more. It's just
For sure.
it's
where does it go?
the thing is though, it's like it's learning a particular form that already exists.
Yeah.
I think that
the point I got to add to that too, but go ahead.
well, if you think like there's probably like given a particular body of knowledge, there's probably another set of things that are able to be generated from that knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So
almost like the shit that wasn't writable with the
right.
language used to begin
Yeah,
with.
exactly.
Okay.
So like there's so if I think the machines will be able to do anything. We'll be able to like generate anything that's in that space. I'm not sure if I'm not sure about like creating new things yet.
With the AI being able to create new things
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Right.
Like I mean the generative algorithms are just kind of using that like what already exists to create things that like possibilities off of that. So
Right. Whoa, that's a fun tie-in though
it's
to
new,
your
but it's not exactly
incompletion theorem though. I like that. That's fun.
well. That's what I was wondering if because if everybody just starts using generative AI to make everything, you know, like there's not like
Yeah, your brain's going to
new
get fucking
knowledge.
weak and you're
Well,
not going to be able to,
there's that part of it.
progress as humankind. Like if
But
you just rely on this.
there's not like new things being put into the system. So I wonder. I feel like you're gonna like kind of reach a equilibrium at some point where there's not really much going on. But like, you know that might be so far out that it's not really.
Yeah. I don't understand what would be the point of an AI god or uh, the singularity, I guess some people call it, where we've integrated with the technology. Like if everybody's just perfect, like where did we go from here?
Well, there's a if you look at any revolution like this in the past, it's freed up human beings to do something else. Like
That's the big thing I would
like
like to see happen, and not some crazy curse
right.
or whatever. But
Well, we like with the industrial revolution, we were delegating like labor. So now we're going to be able to delegate tasks of mind.
Mm.
So I don't know what that frees us up to do yet. I mean,
More creativity, I think, more ability to create, as long as you're,
possibly. I think
trimming
I
out
think,
all that monotonous duties of your mind that you don't have to do anymore. Now that AI can take it over, now you can really fucking hone in on something creative or whatever. But
yeah. I mean, that's the good part of it. Like there's also a lot of aspects of that that's going to atrophy. You know, just like how we've gotten weaker as human beings.
Right. We're not plowing the fields no more.
Right. Not hunting.
But so that the whatever point I was going to add to something, if it only has that information to utilize, whatever pot of human knowledge it's pulling from, and we have a pot of infinite knowledge up there in the collective consciousness, like
Possibly.
maybe this would kickstart humankind into some kind of evolutionary step to make a bigger connection to whatever the spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was
or whatever.
That's what I was trying to allude to. Yeah, like maybe that frees us up to explore the soul, whatever that is.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever's beyond the mind.
But I like it. Yeah. I dig it, doggy. Oh man, this is cool, dude. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I'd love to do it again. I'm sure in the future.
Yeah, we'll both be better at speaking at that point too.
Yeah. Maybe maybe some other dreams will come true by then. Did you ever get into the Doozy Pod Show? Not yet.
No, not.
That's right. Whatever. I told you I might have another interview set up with them. And,
oh yeah.
I don't know.
With Will or the other guy?
No, Chad. Yeah. I don't have the accolades or whatever to get to Will. But who knows? I don't know.
The pods I listen to Rogan, I listen to Tim Dillon, Giannis Pappas, Are You Garbage, the Your Mom's House universe. I'm into that.
Kill Tony.
Oh yeah, I watch Kill Tony all the time.
What was the last one before Kill Tony? I'm sorry.
Your Mom's House. YMH.
Oh, Your Mom. Yeah. I thought about doing a few submissions for some of their requests, but they're doing Two Bears, One Cave. They're doing
Tiger Blood or Tiger Belly. Yeah. Stabby's World every once in a while.
Nice. Okay, so if you're into the soul stuff. I think I put it up on Instagram. Dr. Jeffrey Long with Theo Vaughn, talking about near-death experiences. I'd never looked into this category of stuff really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every once in a while it would come on like as a special when I was a kid. You'd see some people talking about near-death experiences and I saw the light, or I was getting my skin picked off by a bunch of demons, but very interesting conversation, dude. And they kind of touch on that whole thing of like a universal consciousness and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, connected to. I heard some wild conspiracy theory. I think it's Chris DiStefano. Yeah, you got to go. You good?
No. I'm just my back was tired.
Yeah, I feel you. Chris DiStefano, though, he's going on about something where it's like the lizard people or the deep state or whoever somehow are luring souls as they die to that.
Yeah, the archons. The archons.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, there's supposedly these beings that have hijacked the creative potential of humanity to for their own ends, and they're
that kind of sound like what society does to us already in a way.
Yeah, well, that's probably I think
that metaphor for that, anyways.
Something I've seen a lot is that like people that sometimes the way that people interact with higher knowledge is they come up with some kind of metaphorical like approximation of what's happening it's something they can something they can interact with. So I think that's what a lot of these things are.
Okay.
It's not necessarily exactly true, but it's something that it's an explanation for what's happening for sure.
Something to get a little comfort with, I guess.
Well, just like it's like,
that doesn't bring comfort.
you can say that there's some kind of like sun god that makes the sun rise every day. That explains why the sun comes up every day, but it's not. Yeah. It's not exactly what's going on.
Right.
It's an effective explanation until you like leave the earth and are able to see what's going on.
Totally understand. That's what they say too about the near-death experiences. That all of a sudden now you've got that connection to the endless knowledge or whatever, and all your fears are gone, all your that's insufficiencies, all your nonsense is gone.
If you're lucky, that's what happens.
Pure love. Right.
It's also people who experience other things.
Sure.
Yeah. So
was the Buddha saying that you can just take the ferry instead of something another?
Yeah, there's that river metaphor is in like every culture. Either bounce back or you get knocked on the head by some being and you get absorbed by the river, or you cross the river. There's always like a dog, some kind of dog thing too that guards the river. Whether it's like Cerberus or something.
Okay. Fun, scary, but fun.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to be annihilated,
like just into nothing.
Well, yeah, that's what the goal of most Eastern like philosophies is. It's like it's like nirvana or enlightenment. It's like total annihilation. It's non-existence. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like pure existence within it all or something.
Well, it's kind of like everything that you think you are is kind of like it's like kind of like you're a bubble, and if you pop your bubble, like the like most of the bubble was air.
Yeah.
But like the thing that defined the bubble was the boundary. But if you pop the bubble, then the air just goes back into all the other air. So it's like the
stardust like or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, like Buddhists would say, like you're not like non-existing. You're being awakened to the truth of your existence, but it's still,
Yeah.
The thing that you think you are doesn't exist. So
perfect state, and then where do you go from there? Too deep.
Yeah.
Good shit. Well, yeah, brother, I think I'm gonna let you go. I gotta get to the family, be a dad, and all that.
Cool.
There's definitely some shit I wanted to get to and forgot, but there'll be another day, another plane of existence, Seamus.
Yep.
Well, it's been fun. Thank you, sir, for all.
Yeah, maybe
thanks for all your help.
Yeah, man.
freaking just being there to bounce shit off of. I greatly
Maybe one day we
appreciate it.
can make one of these funny.
I know. Yeah, we'll get there. Practice, practice.
Yeah.
Practice has got to make an improvement at least. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, when you getting back on stage?
Oh, I did the showcase, Shelly Kelly's last time.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're doing the next one too,
I'm
right?
doing the next one. I want to get to that open mic tomorrow night. I
next.
wanted to get to the open mic last Sunday. I just family stuff just pops up. Can't do it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get there tomorrow, and hopefully one more open mic at least before Sunday.
There's a virtual mic on Mondays.
Whoa.
Might be.
Yeah, send me the info on that, brother.
I'll try to see where it is.
Yeah, no rush. If you find it.
So I think Richie's involved with that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd like to take his chorus, but just money.
Yeah, money. I forget how much it is. Like the one is like 500, I think, something.
Oh wow, I didn't know he did a 1-on-1. Interesting.
You want to do it when you can get up on stage regularly, because they'll
right.
They'll watch watch your set and help you.
Yeah. I got to get more consistent. It's just going to take time. I'm trying to kind of soft pitch all that to my wife. It's like you don't really realize that on the outside. She's a big fan of comedy. Like, it's weird how our senses of humor could be so opposite, yet we can sit down and watch like any stand-up together and get a kick out of it. But I'm starting to just talk about that more. Like, I got to get more time on stage. Eventually I got to get to where I'm going like 4 to 5 nights a week. And so far it's not being received well, but just keep trying. We'll figure it out once the kids are a bit older too.
Yeah, that'll help. There's stuff that you can do to develop the faculties that'll help you on stage, when you're
right. I need all of it.
And just doing a solo pod a few times a week would be good,
Yeah, I got to get more consistent with that too.
Just talk and remove as many barriers as you can to getting to the mic,
Right. That makes perfect sense.
If you're already low on energy, it's going to be, if you have to take the trash out, it might be too much,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I got to switch some shit around in my lifestyle. We'll get there. We will get there. How about you? When's the next time you're on stage, or is that part of your tour list? Is that going on?
I'll be going on tomorrow. I'm in Cocoa Beach next weekend.
Oh wow! Yeah, plug your dates.
That went. I'll be in Cocoa Beach, February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Nice. Everybody go out and see this funny motherfucker.
Yeah,
Cocoa Beach.
No, I'm hosting
little showcases here.
I think I'm hosting for a ventriloquist next time.
Nice.
In March.
Should give him a bottle of lube before he goes up there. Thought you might need this to get up there.
I want to start producing more shows around town too. That'd be good to.
Yeah. You seem like you got an act for it. I mean, I know that was tough with the roast battle and you're trying to do the songs and shit.
It was a lot. It was there's so much weird shit going on too.
Can't imagine.
It didn't really make me want to jump in again too quickly.
I'd like to figure something out up here. And Adam, I think in the messages, he was asking or telling us he was going to try to find some up here. And I said, I'll try to ask around too.
That'd be nice.
I'm fucking worthless, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do different showcase shows where people can go up and do 15 minutes, because that would help. I think that'd help a lot with everybody's development.
Yeah, we just need a bigger scene in Southwest Florida. But I think you got to get Callen and Off the Hook and all that. I feel like it's kind of waking up a bit down there.
I think there's a for the amount of comics that are actually doing something, I think the talent is pretty good, for what we're doing. But just from what I saw in Austin, no, I'm just kidding. But the
driving force some to do their first open mic. I've seen a bunch of other people do that.
Well, yeah, we just getting people to come out is difficult.
The hard part.
Yeah. Richie seems to do a good job of that, though.
Yeah.
but his shows are more clean. They're more family friendly and but not family.
Right.
They're not family friendly, but they're they're not
boomer friendly.
They're not crazy.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure how to get people to come out when come out.
Yeah, if you don't have a huge
people's
following, it's like how do you build it?
Or you get people to come out to hear about abortions and the Holocaust. Like
it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell.
We need to get better. Yeah.
We just keep on doing it, man. We'll get there. I got a feeling we got to get there.
Sir.
All right. Well, I guess that'll conclude our this episode 6. We'll call it because I did 6 and 7 and said I don't think I'm gonna publish those. So. Cool, brother. Thank you again.
Yeah, man.
Good luck with your next stage time. This was fun. I'll get better. We'll get better.
Absolutely.
We'll go from there. Thanks for watching, y'all. Sit ain't easy.
Show, hopefully I'll see you soon.
6. Seamus O'Dunn. Go watch him. It's fucking hilarious. We'll see you soon. For sure. Whoops, there goes that.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.